All right, here we go. Um, I'm not going to be able to be live for very long. Um, our power went out here, um, and I haven't been able to charge my battery on my phone. And plus, having to deal with that. When it went out because of the wind. It's very, very windy here today. And so yeah, like I was saying, I don't have very much battery. So I'm not going to be live for long. Plus, I'm going to have to be dealing with stuff when everything's kicking back in and stuff like that. Hey, how's it going, Neo Blade? How are you doing today? Uh, hey, Media Hydra, how's it going today? I was wondering if anybody was going to be coming in starting early, you know. Janice Lala, how's it going? That's all right. I can't be here long either. The power went out in the building, and there's going to be a lot of stuff I'm going to have to deal with. And plus, I've been able to charge this, so I probably should have brought it out here. I didn't even think about charging it in the van. Well, plus, I was having to use my phone anyway. Um, I hope the party's fun anyway, Janice. That sounds like I'd probably rather be there. um, but thanks for saying hi anyway, for sure. Oh, and also, oh crap, I didn't bring any water. Uh, uh, it's a day. It's a day. You know, so yeah, it really probably is going to be short. I'm very sorry. Um, I guess I keep telling everybody, life happens when they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't make it, and this and that. And I'm like, thank you for being here when you can, you know what I'm saying? So I'm probably going to be I'm asking you forgiveness now. So, I guess we'll find out how watchable it might only be a half hour, rewatchable, I mean. So, and I'm getting tired too. I rode my bike all the way down to thanks, Neo. I rode my bike all the way to the bank, 1.5 miles away from here. And, because their hours said, that they were open until noon on Saturday. And I get there and I find out it's only the lobby, and they won't cash my check in. Hey, Stoic Outdoors, how's it going? And they won't, because I don't have an account there, they won't cash my check in the drive-through. I can only cash it in the lobby. I'm like, but your lobby's closed. And I'm like, I was thinking about getting an account here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still, I like, it's not her fault, so I'm like, you have a great day though. You know what I'm saying? All right. You have a good day, Janice. Thanks for coming by. And so then I ride up, all the way back up north. Yeah. North of here. And they cashed my check there. They had a bank, inside of Rural King. So I'm probably going to be going to that one from now on. I mean, it's the same bank, but I didn't realize it was the same bank, and I could walk there. You know what I mean? I can walk there too. I just don't really have the desire when I have a bicycle. But, yeah, so excuse me. Yeah, Stoic's cool. Man. So then I'd already been called in once, for something. And then I, rode my bike up to Walmart and put money on my card to pay my card. And dang if they didn't call me again when the power went off. Yeah, it is like learning. You do forget, sort of, you know. But you just keep riding more, and it comes back. I did go a long time once, and yeah, it felt funny. you know. I think it was mostly when I first started driving. Yeah. And then I started again, and then I was like, because I like riding. I don't know. It keeps me going. I get out and I see stuff, and I really dig working the traffic, you know. Okay, have a good one, Neo, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a day for sure. And man, but that's it comes with the job. It's aggravations, but I sort of get paid for it. I could be making more at a different place, but I do actually have sort of a shorter amount of stress here. So yeah, it's kind of like a fair trade for me. And when it becomes not a fair trade for me, I'll just turn my key and go. You know. But right now we're all happy with each other, so you know um I hate to leave a good thing, but if it does cease to be a good thing, I'll have no problem leaving it. um i almost was I almost was just gonna record a rant and upload it really quick before 4, and then I was like, kind of having that little bit of a guilty feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. And Otter said it once. He was like, if you don't go live when you normally do, you feel like something's missing. And it wasn't so much. I mean, I couldn't let it get to that point. I was like feeling guilty about not going live. It's weird. So I was like, no, I'll just do it. Oh, awesome. Awesome, dude. That's cool. So, yeah, so here I am going live, and that was all I had. Hey, James 467, how are you doing today? Yeah, please smash that like button. Um, Randall Cinnamon, how are you doing today? Yeah, if you haven't heard me say it, I'm going to say it again. Gil Skills, how are you doing? And me, yeah, me, I was about to say hi to you again, which it's like cool because, my name's so forgettable, sort of, or I'm forgettable. Some of them say hi to me twice when I say, or it might just be sometimes there's a long pause because, I got where I am and I'm not like hungry anymore, so I enjoy the show and the chat, and sometimes I just, just I sort of lurk. I'm like really sitting there watching the whole thing, but I'm just there for the show now, you know what I'm saying? Like those ones that I mentioned, like Pusha Studios and Michael Fire, Gil Skills, who is right here. You can check out his channel right now. Um, I just get into the show, and sometimes I'll come out with, like, 5 more or something like that. But, like I say, dang, if Gil's show just isn't entertaining, Hi, Fabulous. How you doing today? So, and then plus, I do have all kind of other ones that, I watch or try to watch, and stuff like that. But those shows that I continuously mention, those are shows that I will miss other stuff for. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, because of um, the community of people that's in there, and you know, and also like I was saying, the show's just really cool. You get into it a lot, and they were they were there when I was beginning, like some of these guys that I tell you that were on my channel. Um, oh, you have a new banner? I have a new banner too. Yeah. So, yeah, everybody check out Gil's new banner. Um, wow, yeah, I'll have to check it out. I mean, I hate to say, but I'll probably like it better. um, that's but yeah. So anyway, while there's some other new people in here, I'm gonna say it again. This live stream is probably gonna be a little bit short. I mean, I might be able to go a half hour or 45 minutes, an hour, something like that. But the power went out in the building, and I wasn't able to charge my phone, and I was having to use my phone and dealing with stuff. And when the power goes on, there's going to be other stuff I'm going to have to deal with too. So it yeah, I got that life thing going on today. So sorry about that. Like I was saying, some people came in and come in after my show, and they're like, sorry I missed, this happened and that happened. And I'm like, dude, I understand, life happens. Oh, you like it? Yeah, exactly. Redacted made that for me, and he just gave it to me. He said, he was like, dude, I don't have any way to send you money or anything to help you out, which my PayPal and my Patreon is on my about page, and also in the bottom right corner of my banner on my homepage. So, but anyway, JNC Fishing, how are you doing today? This might be short. I'll explain it again. But he was like, oh, you need a banner. He was like, I could probably make you one. I was like, that's cool. I was like, but I don't have any money to give you either, And he's like, no, dude. He's like, gratis. There he is right there. That's the guy that made me the banner that I'm talking about right now. Gil got a new banner too. So we were discussing banners. He was like, that's really cool. He's like, it shows who you are. And I'm like, yes, it does. Yeah, that timing, man. Yeah, he does. It was totally amazing. Oh, wow. Yeah, what did you use to make that one anyway? Was that all because it does look better than Photoshop. Okay. All right. Pixelmator Pro for Mac. Okay. Yeah, that's weird because they do really have some killer stuff for Mac. That's well, I don't know. They might make it for Windows. I don't know. Linux. Hey, Holscher Fishing, how are you doing today? Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I really love the banner. You have a great day, Fabulous. This is probably going to be short anyway. I got stuff going on at work. I'm always saying that too lately. Yeah, Stoic Outdoors is in the house. But yeah, but the power went off today, so it's not, this is actually usually the day I don't have to worry about anything, because we don't have a league tonight. So if somebody doesn't show up to do the lanes, it's like, all right, they don't get done. I got, and because I can be like, dude, it's my day off. I'm not, Not for that anyway, but for the power coming off, yeah, I just went straight back to work. Um, yeah, definitely. You're gonna, and when you check out his, stay the whole time. It's or at least plan to be there the whole time. You'll love it. It's good stuff. The power went out because it's really extremely windy here today. I don't know if you noticed the van kind of, you know, uh, yeah, it's really bad. There were a few times it almost pushed me off my bike. Um, yeah, so and riding into the wind was like, man. So I'm in Champaign, Illinois. So yeah, it's they say I mean Chicago's the windy city, but I think this is just the windy state. Yeah, please lick that smash button. There's like 8 in here and only 6 likes. But I'm taking this off. Yeah, yeah, it's okay here. It's okay. I just hate that it's flat. I like having hilly woods to ride, trails and stuff. Yeah, no, it'd probably still come with the rain. So no, thank you. Yeah, Mike Brown's cool. He is my one of my first subscribers, and he is, I believe, he is my first patron. Him and Sal. He beat Sal by like a couple or a few seconds or something. No, not Sal. MC Lockdown, I think. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I got one already. Not together today. I'm really not together today. Again, I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah, that's Backwoods Ramblers. How are you doing today? That's about what it is. It's a platform to support YouTubers because they're kind of giving, how they're giving people less money, and you don't get Mems Fortnite. How are you doing today? Nature Nerd Outdoors. Uh, um, so yeah, that's pretty much what it is, so that you can support the YouTubers that you like to watch, you know, and I'll probably be more worth it when I, start putting out some edited video. Okay. That's yeah, I bet. Uh, is it the sitting time or looking forward to having to drive? But yeah, and and then also I'll be doing more stuff that's like specific for Patreon for you to see or read or whatever. When I figure out what my actual Patreon niche is gonna be, you know, and and this so I don't know. It's okay. Yeah, that should be no problem. Yeah, I saw your interview this morning. Um, I forget the guy's name. I'm sorry, but that was a pretty good interview. Hey, Lisa B, how are you doing today? Yeah, I saw your comment. I think it was I saw it this morning. I don't remember when it was left, but yeah, thank you for being a great person. I'm sorry. I'm my brain's not working now. I've been busy, busy, busy. It's supposed to be my day off, and the power went off in the building. So I was dealing with stuff, Um, I've had to use my phone, so my battery percentage is considered, it's a little bit down, but it's not going to leave me a whole lot of time. And then plus, I'm probably going to be using it again after. All right. Yeah, there's a few people I need to DM. I need to work on my YouTube. I need to work on my Hangouts. Um, because Gil is another one. He said something about maybe hanging out and stuff like that on one of their uh shows. And I would very much like to do that. Gil's somebody that, I mean, I totally dig his show. So I would actually, um, yeah, I would love to be a part of it, man. Um, to me, it would be kind of like hanging out with you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, yeah. I really, and I was gonna check you out today too, but I didn't even get on the computer this morning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That would be cool. That really would be cool. I think. I just hope I don't get like nothing to say or something. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's like a lot of things I know that I'm not gonna know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? um I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen because yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's all I do, you know but it's like I have like when I say I have an idea of what I'm planning for edited videos, but I don't know what it's actually going to turn out to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I know having a plan and what actually happens is two totally different things. But Mems is another one I need to look at too, for sure. Lisa B, do you provide content? I think I've been on your page. Um, a lot of it's like weird because I've been checking out like so much stuff. A lot of the times I don't put together a name and an avatar with what I watched, unless until I go back there again. It's it might be the ADHD or it might just be the air brainism. I don't know. Oh, really? GTA 5, huh? That sounds cool. Okay, okay. I was thinking that, but I wasn't gonna just say it because I was like not sure. Hey, Jewish redneck preppers, how you doing today? And again, the power went out in the building, so I've been dealing with stuff, and I've been having to use my phone, so the battery percentage is down. Oh, yeah, no. Um, and I haven't been driving it too. That's the thing. I wouldn't be able to plug it in here if I wanted to, because I don't want to run the battery down too much. I need to bring a charger out here, make sure. Um, yeah. Oh man, it's supposed to be my day off, and but the nice and I have to work Monday, which is normally my day off. I have a power bank, but that's for tonight. You know what I'm saying? It takes a while to charge anything. So yeah, I know jobs can be like that, and it's my position here. I'm the tech, so it's all me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the owners take a lot of slack too. They but Yeah, yeah, and that's I the Nudge Outdoors. How you doing today? I rode my bike to the bank that's like a mile and a half away from here, and because the hour said till 12, and then I get there and the lobby's closed. But the yeah, exactly, and I mean it happens, but oh, cool, cool. Yeah, Stoic Media Hydra wants to shout your channel out on his. The Dirt Show TV. How's it going today? So I rode, and it works out. I had a 3 mile wasted trip, because they wouldn't cash my check because I don't have an account there in the drive-through. They said, but you can cash it in the lobby, and I'm like, but your lobby's closed. And they're like, oh, sorry. And they're like, you can go to the one out in Savoy. And I'm like, I'm on this bike that you're looking at right now, I'm like, and she's like, oh, let me see what I can, and she told me about the one over here, which is actually a stone's throw away from the bowling alley, if I could throw that far anyway. But, and so I was like, all right, so laundry didn't get done today. Yeah, and that's it wasn't and after I said it and I'm riding back and it's like I'm riding the places I like to see, so I'm like, yeah, no, it's not really a wasted trip, but then again, my laundry didn't get done because I didn't cash my check. And yeah. Yeah, I probably should have. I didn't think about that. It's like when people post their hours, you know what I'm saying? But uh, aggravating day it was. And then I'm like, I go to Rural King, which was where the bank here was. It's inside of it. And I'm going to lock my bike up and the wind's blowing my bike away. And I'm like, oh my God, and I'm having to ride. It was a headwind all the way back, right? That's yeah, you might right now because I did get sweaty on the way back because I double layered and it warmed up. And I'm like, my backpack was loaded with clothes. It's like one load of laundry, and I'm like, this is just not working today, And then so I did go up to Walmart to put yeah, it's a paper check though, and she won't do uh direct whatever. I don't know. I'm sorry. And so direct deposit, yeah. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Only it doesn't have to be manual labor sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like that. Yeah, I know. She doesn't do that right there. Right there. So, which I don't mind because, it gets me out. You have a great day, Stoic. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, so do I. So do I. There's probably going to be vodka involved today. You know what I'm saying? I'm old enough to drink, and I'm probably going to. Yes, absolutely. A lot of great people here, for sure. I love this community that I'm having, and that's why I make you all monitors, moderators, because if this does get bigger, it's going to be you guys that I see your names, and then I can just ignore the trolls. you know if they do, but if it stays this size, it's just going to stay this much fun, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, it's been, yeah, it's been a day. It's just a lot of, and then I came back in and they were like, yeah. And, she was like, "Oh, I figured out it was the power went out." And I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna have to stay anyway, and I'm not going back out." And I told them, I was like, "So laundry's not getting done today, and I'm probably gonna be wearing dirty clothes tomorrow," which I do still have clean pants, and I still have clean pants. That's it. Oh man, yeah, yeah. I wasn't. For some reason, I was reading that like in parts, so I wasn't getting it. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, I like that. Yeah, right. I know. I do have some Axe spray. Come to think of it, that's probably gonna get used. I kind of like, broke away from using, the body deodorant, and stuff like that because, I was just like, screw it. I put deodorant on and I'm good. Thinkerbud channel, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you too now. So I get to repeat myself again. Uh, this show's probably gonna be short today. The power went off in the building, so I haven't been able to charge my phone, and I was using it. And pretty soon here, there's some other stuff I'm gonna have to deal with. Um, okay. Yeah. Sorry, redacted. Um, Try to have fun anyway, man. Thanks for coming by for sure. I always love having y'all around. No, don't fall. Okay, you'll stay there, I think. Hey, Jefferson Einstein, how are you doing? You came in just as my phone was. Everything's giving me problems today. you know, so yeah, windy day. Who to thunk? Windy day is just gonna screw everything up. But it's like it's pretty rough. It's hard wind. You know. It blew the electric out here, and I got called in twice for two different things, and so you know I'm like, yeah, it's supposed to be my day off. And then pretty soon, I'm like I was saying, there's probably going to be some vodka involved, or some type of alcoholic beverage. And so there's going to be a point where I'm going to be able to say, sorry, can't function anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those days. Don't y'all just love those awkward silences? Oh yeah, and I forgot to bring water out here too. So yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, this it's my position. I mean, it's why I make the big bucks. Not really the big bucks, but they're yeah. Crickets, right? I should actually get something that makes cricket sound. And just play that while I'm quiet for a second. But that's like another thing, that I found out that when I play back, they don't seem as long as I thought they were. No, no, it's cool. If you think about I think I've been timed out once because of that. or something. I don't know. I don't know why I got timed out once, but yeah. I'm probably gonna be drinking something stronger tonight. Yeah, I might even go crazy and get a decent scotch. Some Glenlivet or something. Yeah, yeah, it's not really such a tough job though. But yeah, you know, there are those times that it's aggravating, and this is like a stuff happens thing. So, you know, what are you gonna do? It decided to be really windy today, you know. Oh yeah. Oh dang. I haven't watched any of his clips. Is that where you saw that? Oh, I think I went to sleep early last night, which is probably why I actually feel kind of good today. I might have got too much sleep. It's like and I actually really do need to sleep less so I can get uh more of this done, you know. Oh, did he? Wow. All right. He gets drunk and he gets on Discord. That's awesome. Yeah, I kind of haven't been having a whole lot to do with, there's a lot of things I've been skipping out on. I had, my Facebook group, it's like, I'm going back and apologizing to them, a lot. And, and it's like some of the ones I haven't had a chance to watch yet, I'm apologizing to them. And today I'm having to so I'm just, I don't know, a whole lot of apologies around, you know what I'm saying? But, I do what I can do. But Chrome is, yeah, like I was saying, Chrome is another one of those, one of those, if I notice anyway that he's got something going on or something, I'll miss everything else, to be there. His Patreon only live stream, I missed out on that. And not that I like feel bad for Chrome, like that I missed it, which partially I do, but it's like I feel, I hate that I missed it, missed out on it. But also I did rewatch the whole thing, gave him my view times, but it's like, it's like he says something about me in it, and I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what was it? He said, I'm surprised Nomadic Bike isn't in here. He's live streaming all the time. He says, every time I look at the phone, Bill, which is only once a day, but yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. And it's like, and it's like, I know how it is, and I tell everybody life happens when they're like saying sorry to me. I'm like, it's really cool. I understand, but it's like when it's on me, it's like a totally, yeah, yeah. I keep saying I'm the king of live stream. Yeah. And, I was on Jay's live stream, Jay Littman, and he's a like severely talented editor, and he's only working to get better even, and he puts out some really good stuff. And then he also does have a stream on Wednesday, and I told he's like, oh, you live stream? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, every day. He's like, oh, you live stream every day? He's like, I wouldn't be able to do that. I was like, yeah, a lot of times, for most of the time, for 2.5 hours. He's like, oh, wow. He's like, there's no way I could do that, you know? And I'm like, Pecan, how you doing? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm Pecan baby. I'm sorry, it's probably gonna be a short live stream. The power went out inside the building and I haven't been able to charge my phone. And I've been using it too. So and then, you know, there's some stuff I'm gonna have to deal with too. Really? Oh man, it really bites that I missed that. Yeah, I I was trying to get some money then. Yeah, that was probably when I was. Oh no, I think he went live while Michael Fire was live. Come think of it, and then it was like after that that I left because I had to be down there by 12. I thought. You know, now I know this one opens at 2 or closes at 2 p.m. on Saturday. You know, I got my check on Monday just to let you know how busy I have been. I haven't been able to cash my check yet. I've been using my credit cards, you know, and finally today I got to cash my paycheck and I had to ride. Yeah, about 3 miles to do it. When I could have actually just rode a quarter mile, if that, because I have to go around to go across the highway. So yeah, been a really, really fun day. And then I went up to Walmart and I put my money on my card to pay on my card and and they called me in again, you know, because the power went out. The earlier one was I was still close, and she called me and she was like, "Are you at Western?" I'm like, "No, but I'm close." And she was like, she needed to know something about when a party was, so I went in there and looked in the schedule, and it was only an hour after we opened. So she's like, "Could you turn the pizza oven on for me, please?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's no problem," you know. So I did that, and then I went and cashed my check, and then Walmart, and then I'm getting called again, you know, because and I noticed that they were working on like different things too, so it wasn't only one thing that blew. Like pizza. Hey, Mare Bears, how are you doing today? This is probably gonna be short, or I mean, not much longer because yeah, the power went out. I've already, you know, the power went out. There's stuff I'm gonna have to deal with. I've been having a crazy day. Yeah. Yeah, I had spaghetti and meatballs at Fazoli's. So that didn't make me hungry. um, it was pretty good. Yeah, I did do that right after I cashed my check. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it is my fault. The pizza they make here is actually pretty good too. Wild Woman Nomad, how are you doing today? Yeah, I know, right? So do I. Pretty soon, it's probably gonna get better due to alcohol induction. So, I mean, I'm probably gonna go to the store right after I get done dealing with this for sure. I mean, I kid you not. My favorite pizza, I don't really have a favorite anything. It depends on what mood I'm in. But my two favorites are bacon only, or Hawaiian, at Jets. I've been kind of digging that lately. Sometimes I like to get like a Supreme. But that's, or mushrooms and black olives and onions, or any combination of the three. But yeah, it's yeah, I'm, like I say about how I am, I'm like a ship with no rudder. I just go with the flow, you know, wherever life takes me, and I'm also that way about what I feel like eating at the moment, you know. One day, like today, I was craving spaghetti. Tomorrow, it could be that I want a steak really bad, you know. I can eat a half of one. I've never really been a big, huge eater, except for when I was gaining mass. And I got up to like 175 pounds lean mass and stopped working out and continued eating like I was working out. And yeah, so then I got up to 185, and then I changed my eating habits, which it was really, really hard going hungry. When people are like, talk about dieting is hard, I actually understand now, you know. Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay. Yeah, pizza and beer. And yeah, that's awesome. Your wife makes a cool pizza. Um, I don't believe I've really been with a girl that knows how to cook good. Like, I mean, I think I've been with a couple girls. I think I taught how to cook some things, you know? How's it going, Sal Suarez? How are you doing today, man? Gang's all here. Just about. Just nickel and dime's not here yet, but he'll probably pop in right when I'm about, because usually right when I'm about to go, that's when somebody really cool pops in, and that's usually what keeps me here for 2 hours too, you know. And all right, awesome. I'm having a rough day, man. Yeah, watch the watch back. If you, I might explain it again, but I don't know, maybe at close. I've already said it just about every time somebody came in. So, and I forgot my water. I was actually planning on making a rant and putting it up, explaining why I wasn't going to be on long, and then and then talk about a subject, but um so I came out here and I was actually like feeling guilty about not going live, if you can believe that, Yeah, I know it is, because people, they're like, I'm sorry about, and I'm like, I understand, life happens, but it's like being on this side of and yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. It's a thing, and it's like, I wasn't going to be like, dude, I'm not going to be with you because you can't cook. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, right, right. I could take you guys in there with me and get a glass of water, but I do need to take, you know what? I might do that. Wait, no. It's like, yeah, I still got 53%. I might be able to do that and stay on for another. I might be able to stay on for another half hour. I mean, probably half of you gonna leave because you're getting shaken to death and all that stuff. But I'm still having a blast, and work can wait. You know, it's my day off. It's like yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there. All right. So you guys get a shaky tour of the building. This is entirely how, you know, the shaking is just Halloween themed. Okay, it's that's why, you know, I'm actually making it do this on purpose. So no, I'm playing. The power's on. Okay. Well, that's one thing I'm not going to have to deal with. The older machines, when the power went on, you had to go and start every machine back up again. And so these automatically go on. That's a good thing. The scoring system is definitely going. I like that. But yeah, like I was saying, it was hard changing my diet because when I was gaining mass, I was eating, like I would eat breakfast and lunch, and then when I got to work, I would eat for lunch, and then I would snack, and then you know, during closing I would be eating. So yeah, so this is the kitchen area of the bowling center. This is actually the previous owners used to have a really cool restaurant in here. Cheese and crackers, dude. Please tell me you're adding pepperoni to that too, because that is a magical combination. But yeah, they used to have a killer restaurant in here, and who doesn't? If somebody doesn't like Danish white cheese, there's something wrong with them. I love brie too, but they have a downstairs that has a fireplace in it, and they used to cook the you know, well, this is like a dishwashing area. There used to be another grill on the other side of that wall there, sort of like visible from the bar. And then they also had the grill and the pizza oven in that part on the other side of this wall. And they had dining down in the basement, and they would send food down this dumbwaiter, which is actually still intact, down to the bottom. And they have like a receiving room down there. From what I understand, they used to have a seriously killer steak dinner. Oh, really? Wow. You know what I really like? I really love Baby Swiss. That is like, you know, that's like one of my favorites. Yeah, this place is really cool. I might show you the bar. I don't know. They're shooting pool, but I might show you the bar and be quiet so I don't disturb them. For sure, yeah. I actually like blue cheese also. But I already feel my hand slipping on the cup. Hey, Mystic Days, how you doing? I'm having a chaotic day. I'm sorry. So, yeah, this is probably going to be short, but that's the bar. And chicken wings. I love chicken wings, especially buffalo. And that's the fireplace in the bar. It's got like a ski lodge type of feeling. How y'all doing? I'm on YouTube. I've been kind of like skirting around, so in case they don't want to be in the video, you know what I'm saying? Chicken lips. Who doesn't like chicken lips? It is pretty cool looking. This place used to be the jam, you know, and then the owners that owned it the last time kind of really let it go to hell, and they lost all that business. And these owners came in and they had to put a new roof on the place, new carpet, new lanes, the new lane machines, or the pin spotters, and all that. They spent a ton of money in this place. Trying not to drop this cup. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, that felt so good. I'm trying not to choke though. Yeah, I like chili with jalapenos in it. Thank you. That's what I work on. Figure this out. I got both my hands full. No, don't do that. Did I mention it's windy? Oh. All right. I'm driving YouTube crazy too. They're like, do you want me to rotate it? No. No. This is one time I don't want my phone to rotate, and it's not. So, yeah, it was. I started doing this this type of business in 1990. It was supposed to be a temporary job until I figured out what I wanted to do. And it just, because it's like mechanical and electrical, that you have to learn. And, and then also, working on computers too, that do the scoring. Why won't this get bright? Okay, here we go. And so it just entertained the heck out of me. Something blew in my water. Yeah, how am I going to figure that out now? I don't know. Okay. So now the cup's going where I had the tripod at. Oh, wow. That's amazing. I was expecting to see 6 in here. Oh, oh no, I did lose one as soon as I got back. uh, okay. You, yeah, you have a good night, media. I know it's late where you're at. Thanks for staying a while. Oh, I do have bendy, tripod. I was trying to work this out before and it wouldn't, but I didn't think about the bendyism of the, yeah, bendiness, maybe, yeah. I don't think that's gonna work. Well, it might. No, that's what I was thinking might happen. It looks like it's flipping the bird at me now. Oh, maybe if I do it closer. Yeah. Closer to this. Sorry, y'all. Oh. All right. There we go. For sure. And now I can drive like this. No. Yeah, right. At least some, well, I don't know. I'm pretty flexible too. That totally works. All right. Well, now I got this steering wheel figured out too. Mystic Days. Did I say hi to you? Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, that's one of the awesome things about knowing how to work on them is like I can move somewhere and get a job, you know. Or if I want to move away from somewhere, I can look where, hey, power of God, how are you doing? I can look for where jobs are at and sort of be like, yeah, I wouldn't mind going there. You know what I mean? So I'm having a rough, hectic day, but it's still sort of fun. It's a little bit aggravating. The wind is kicking up like crazy here, and yes, there's 2 more people, 3 more. So yeah, the wind knocked the power out, so I haven't been able to charge my phone, and I was thinking there might be a lot of stuff I have to take care of when the power, but it seemed these, because the older ones, you had to go through and start every machine if the power went out and came back on because they had a safety function. But I guess apparently these don't have that because they beep before they start now. So that's like a lot of stuff I'm not going to have to worry about. And I think if the scoring didn't boot up, they would have called me by now. Okay, you have a good day, Wild Woman Nomad. I did remember it. All right. I was thinking Wild Woman Nomad, and then I was like, I better check before I say it, though. But you have a great day, so thank you. And thank you. I'm sorry. Brain working is not, and so yeah. Yeah, that's happened. Yeah, to me. So anyway, and on top of that, as soon as Michael Fire was over, I took off to go cash my check, which is like a 3-mile round trip on my bicycle. But I got out there and they're like, they said the hours were till 1, so I go there and the lobby's closed. And so I go to the drive-through and she's like, do you have an account here? And I'm like, no. And she's like, oh, we can't cash the check then. I'm She says we can't cash it in the drive through, but we can cash it in the lobby. And I'm like, but your lobby's closed, you know? And she's like, yeah, she's like, well, let me see what I can do for you. And I'm like, I'm like, I was thinking about getting an account here. It's just too, they did change the name of the bank, you know. But so I I was like, but because I understand it's not her, so I was like, you have a great day, and all that, I was nice, but I was pissed at the bank for sure, you know, and yeah, it is a cool place. It's really nice. Yeah, I know, right? And then so I rode back again this way, and and across the highway to because she told me there was one in the Rural King. So I went to that one and they cashed my check and I went and got something to eat. And then went to Walmart to put money on my card to pay my card. And excuse me. I mean, it really is a bank account, just the only actual bank is like in, I think, Utah. But so I went to Walmart and then I get called in again because the power went out, So, oh, wow. The wind blew the dumpster open. That's pretty wild. I don't believe that's ever happened. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I can't because it's a written check. It's not an actual payroll check. They won't cash it. Yeah, I know. If they did, that's what I would be doing every time for sure. I would still probably ride out that way because that's the part of the city that I like. But I wouldn't be cashing my check there. And Busey, they have an account for both bowling centers, and she's paying me out of both payrolls, So yeah, I know, because of people scamming them and stuff. And so, but so Busey Bank is the other one that I have to go to when I get paid out of Arrowhead's payroll. And they have a bank over by the other bank, and they also have one over by my gym. So, sometimes I go there, sometimes I go there, which, that's cool. But now finding out there's one like right over there is, I, I dig that, you know. She's probably going to switch banks now. I've been here, uh, I've been here, I think 3 years now. 2 years, three. Yeah, it would have to be 3 years because I've been nomadic for two. Um, I know, right? And it's like now I'm just figuring this out. Really? Huh. Hey, Funko Pop Ohana. How you doing? That name's hilarious. But yes, oh yeah, I lived in St. Augustine for a little while once. And it's the oldest city in the US, They had one street that was only like 3 feet wide or something like that. And maybe 4 feet. and it was actually a street, but it was leading to the bank. They made it that wide so that you couldn't get a stagecoach through there, and then somebody robbed the bank on horseback. So, yeah, St. Augustine was an awesome city to live in. You have a great day, Lisa B. Thank you for sticking around. History in St. Augustine. It was settled by the Spanish. Um, and so, really, you're very close. That's cool. Um, yeah. So they have a fort that was built there called the Castillo di San Marco, and it was actually never taken by anybody until Florida bought the state. And I think it was in the 60s people actually started paying attention to it or something like that. And it's just like a wild place. And then there was one that they didn't, one down the river Matanzas that they didn't even know about it until you know, somewhere around the 60s or the 70s, somebody found it, and they started restoring it too. But they started they built that fort down the river Matanzas because the Castillo di San Marco was geared for defense against the inlet. And then one time, I think it was the English, they sent a ship in the inlet, and then they had found the other inlet down further and came up the river also. And so they set up that fort down the river with 4 cannons, and people would man that one, and there's just a whole lot of cool stories. Yeah, I bet Key West does. I bet it does. I never spent enough time there. I've only been there for a day here, a couple days there, or something like that. Hey, Irvin, the paid tourist, how are you doing today? I saw your name there and it wasn't registering, I'm having a fun day again, and again, just to let you know how my week has gone. I got my paycheck on Monday and I actually was able to cash it today. So, awesome. I'm glad you're having a good day. So yeah, I was like, yeah, it's my day off. I should have no problem. And the power goes out, in the building. I got called in twice, That's cool, Mystic. Yeah, I wasn't born in Florida. I was born in Cleveland, Ohio, but I moved down there when I was 10 and lived there for a very long time. I know, and it's like such a good thing that some of that stuff is getting written down now, and stuff. Have a great day, Nudge Outdoors. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, and like another thing is that's where Ponce de Leon landed, and they have Ponce de Leon road, and and stuff like that too. But it's one of the trippiest things though was driving down the road and seeing the fort, just right there, driving by. It was like, I don't know, it but I guess, I mean, because they got roads around all those cool things, so, but that was just like an amazing part of my life, I think. I really did love St. Augustine, and they were selling houses in the city really, really cheap then too. And if I was going to own a house, that I would have loved to have done that. It's like a thing where, you can't do anything to the house because, dude, it's from like ages ago, the Spanish settled there. But, but it would have been a really cool place to live and hang my hat. This is actually working out okay because the A pillar is keeping the sun out of my eyes right now until the sun moves. And yeah, and it's still bright enough you guys can see me. So that was kind of awesome. This show turned into a little bit of a history lesson about St. Augustine, Oh, and also going in the old town, they had all kind of cool stuff. Like they had the one person that was like all painted chrome and just stood there like a statue, and they had bands playing on the side of the street. Just all kind of cool stuff. They had some cool bars, back when I was into bars anyway. But and I spent most of my time in the old city, you know. Just I don't know how many times I went inside the fort to tour it again, you know. Just because it was so much fun. No, I'm in Illinois right now. I don't know about Puerto Rico, but you might be right. Because there's probably not a part in the world we haven't fought. I mean, it's like sad to say. I mean, I think I remember one time hearing that, in my lifetime, that there had actually only been 4 days since the First World War that there was actually peace in the world, you know, and so, yeah. Oh, Key West holiday. It's uh oh crap. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called. Um it's Pineapple Day or chick chick I don't remember. But the Key West was looking for some government funds. So they put up a fake war that wasn't it wasn't, or some kind of disaster of that type of sort. And then the government found out it wasn't really happening. And but that's what that holiday is all about. It's about a scam. An attempted scam, but if you're gonna rob somebody, yeah, no, the robbing the government's not a good idea. Totally tongue in cheek. Nature nerd. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, Nature Nerd Outdoors. I does actually make some pretty good videos if you haven't seen them. Some really cool videos about animals. Um, I one of them I saw um, was like some amazing facts about kangaroos, and then another one, it was something else. I can't remember now, but hey, pretty good stuff, you know. So, what part of Florida are you in Mystic Days? Oh, you're very welcome, Pecan Baby. You know you're awesome. But yeah, I used to live in Stuart, Florida, and Port St. Lucie, and Hope Sound, and Jupiter, um, and St. Augustine. Oh, and Palatka. I think that's all the places I've lived in Florida. Panama City. All right. So you got the ocean with no waves. Oh, okay. Yeah, I lived in Southeast Kentucky for quite a while too. There I lived in London, Corbin, Barberville, Pineville, and Middlesboro. Port St. Lucie. Yeah, I lived in Port St. Lucie too. Had never had a desire to live in Orlando. Excuse me. It's too much for me. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's funny because, like I was born in Ohio in Cleveland. And we went up there once a year, sometimes like for like 6 months or something like that. And oh yeah, I know it's kind of, I heard it was pretty bad. Um, but yeah, and I really digged going back up to Ohio. Okay, 20 minutes from Bowling Green. Yeah, yeah. And where I lived for the longest time, it was a dry county. All of them. I had to either drive up to Lexington, or well, no, I think Richmond or just past Richmond, to get anything alcoholic, or I had to drive down to Tennessee, which I think my only option was beer, if I remember correctly. Like, getting into Tazewell. But yeah, that was kind of, and I didn't drink much then, and then it was like as soon as I got, and I didn't care to drink much then, but it was like as soon as I got to an area where there was like alcoholic beverages in a corner store everywhere, I was like, dude, I gotta get me some. Yeah, I know. It's kind of, it's rough how that happens. And it's like the more they try to build houses to withstand that wind, it's like the worse they're building the houses to withstand that wind now, you know. I mean, they had houses from the 50s that were still standing, and they had none of that stuff. It's all about what wood you use. Because, those old houses were made out of like yellow pine or some other kind of stronger wood than white pine, and they just don't understand that that's the whole thing, you know. The houses now are toothpicks. Yeah, yeah. I survived all the big ones by not being there. Yeah, I bet it did. I bet it did. But I did end up riding through Wilma. Um, and that was another Cat 3, but everything had just been rebuilt, so yeah, I know. And I mean, I was bringing home 750 a week roofing, you know. I went back, after Gene and Francis went through Stewart, after I got a hold of my dad, because my dad owned a roofing company. Hey, Mike Dietrich, how's it going? You're back. And and the money was nice, but then I was like driving to work one day, and oh, dude, you did? All right, that's awesome. Uh, Hopefully I can get you like a couple over or something like that. That would be cool. Um, but one day I was driving to work and I'm like noticing all the roofs are new, and I got to work and I was like, dude, dad, I was like, let me talk to you, man. He's like, yeah, what? I'm like, I was driving by today and I noticed all the roofs that were blue are not blue anymore. He's like, yeah, so, I'm like, all those roofs are gonna be new, you know. I'm like, and you don't really dig new work, And he's like, so what? I'm like, dude, there's not gonna be work for you for another 14 years here. And he's like, no, no, no. And then he comes, he comes in one day, like a month later, and he's like, he's like, such and such closed his doors and sold all his equipment. And that was a roofer that had been a company in Stewart for like 20 years or something like that. And he was like, you might be right. And I'm like, you know, I hate that for you, man, and stuff. I was like, but dude, you should come up to Kentucky with us, because I knew I was going back, you know. I didn't dig Florida the whole time I lived there until the last time that I went back in 13, I want to say 2013. And oh no, actually that time when I went there after Gene and Francis, I was living in Jensen Beach, and that's when I forgot I lived in Jensen Beach too. And I really loved living there. I was like, you know, very close to the river, you know. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. It does now. I used to tell everybody, they would be like, oh, you're from Florida? That must have been nice. I'd be like, no, dude, it's a nice place to visit and then leave, and stuff. But I'm actually starting to feel, the last couple times that I went, back there, I was actually starting to like the state, you know, and I think the people changed a lot too, because they used to be a lot more thick-skinned, to the point where when I moved up north, thank you, Neoblade, and I know it's getting to that point where I'm actually feeling like that now, you know. And but like when I moved up more northerly south, when I moved up to the Carolinas and like well no, when I moved up to the Carolinas, um I would be joking with people and they would be like, dude, I don't know how to act. They'd be like, are you pissed at me or are you joking? And I'd be like, dude, I'm joking. I'm sorry, So um, after that, I kind of started watching myself and learning how to be a different person so that I didn't offend anybody, you know? Yeah, yeah, and there's a lot more nuts in Florida though. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen one of those memes. The lady's sitting there listening to the car radio, and and he says, you know, such and three people dead, and you know, and such from Florida, and she goes, oh, you know. It's yeah, you know, so it can be crazy there, you know, but you know, a lot of van lifers like to go to Slab City, you know, and that can be kind of the same thing, you know. It's like they have some crazy people there and they have some cool people there. I like Georgia. Uh yeah, I really did like Georgia. I only spent like a couple weeks there to be honest, you know, but I did like it, you know, great people. Um I was like excuse me. I did choke myself that time. Okay. That's funny, Pecan. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, but what are you gonna do? You know, it's not so easy to move to the States. And well, it's not so easy to move to Canada either. I guess about the easiest place to move is Mexico. And there's some areas in Mexico where it's like totally American, you know, because so many people are like, screw this and go there and retire. Oh, dude. Um, yeah, that's actually a good time. Um, remember, I've been saying that I'm going to have to make this short. Um, oh, let me see. Mike Brown. Do you know Van Life Sheldon's Travels, or one of you guys? That's any of you that's my moderator. Do you know Van Life Sheldon's Travels? Because I am, yeah, exactly. I am about to end this, and I would actually love to send everybody over there to say hi, and stick around and stay for a while. Because oh yeah, Mare Bear, can you get the link for their live stream and post it on here? You can, because you're a moderator. Okay, yeah, either one of you, can you get the link and post it here for me, please? For the live stream that they just kicked on. Yeah, I haven't made you a moderator yet, though. I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Uh, yeah, I might even go do that right now. I know what you're saying. Okay, there. Awesome, Mare Bear. Thank you very much. Um, okay, if every one of you, please. Last time I asked everyone to go there, there was like three or four, I think. If every one of you could go to this link right here on my screen, um, and say Nomadic Bike Raid, you know, or Nomadic Bike loves you, you know, because I want to raid them. And you know, they're probably having quite a few in there anyway, but it's you'll probably like it, and please stick around for a while. And but yeah, go there, say either Nomadic Bike Raid or Nomadic Bike loves you. And I'm gonna be in there in a couple seconds myself. I'm ending this now, so uh if you want to go now, cool. I would appreciate it. And and I'm going to close this now because I probably have barely any battery left anywhere. Awesome, Mare Bear, thank you. Um, and say Nomadic Bike Raid or Nomadic Bike loves you, and I'll be there shortly to join in because I'm going to go on my computer. So well, I can plug this in there, so I'm just not going to live stream in there. It's too loud. So anyway, I oh yeah, right. That's right. You're about ready to go to bed. Um, but thank you for sticking with me, and thank you for at least dropping by and saying hi for me to them. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching Nomadic Bike. I really appreciate it, and remember to live free, live for the now, and always chase your dreams.